If you're only using Claude as a chatbot, you're using about 10% of what it can actually do. So there are 7 things you need to learn about Claude, and 5 are different ways that you can actually use it. The other 2 are really power-ups that make Claude insanely useful. I teach AI to businesses every single week through my company, Modern Skill, and 99% of people have never heard of any of these. So I'm going to walk you through all 7, tell you exactly what each one is for, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one to start with today. Hi, I'm Laurie. Previously, I worked at Google developing enterprise training programs across the UK. And I'm the founder of Modern Skill, where we train non-technical businesses and professionals on how to use AI in their everyday work. In addition to amazing human skills like communication, mindset, and leadership, which are increasingly relevant today. If you want to get more useful AI tips and tutorials in your inbox, make sure to sign up for my newsletter, Modern Skill for non-techies. Number 1 is Claude Chat, and this is the one that you probably are most familiar with. You go to claude.ai and you type a message and a question, and then you will get an answer back from Claude's chatbot. It is also one of the most easy to talk to AI chatbot that I like working with, in my opinion. So let me know if that's your experience too. It also syncs to all your devices. It works in your browser, on your phone, and on the desktop app. And you can pick up your conversation anywhere. So this is where everyone starts with Claude. And honestly, it's really super powerful on its own for writing your voice, for researching, for thinking something through, or just working on a problem. And if you're already using this part of Claude, well done on getting started. But I'm going to show you how you can use the rest of the features in Claude later on in this video to take even more work off your desk so you can free up time and energy. But here's what I think most people miss about chat. It's not just a place to get answers. The real value is in using it to draw out your best thinking that you already have inside you. So by using chat, you can build an AI brainstorm partner, basically a board of advisors who push back on your ideas and challenge your assumptions. And I think that is a very different thing from just typing a question and accepting whatever comes back. I always say that in the age of AI, the most crucial human skill is critical thinking. So why not let AI train you to get even better at it? So let's move on to level 2, which is going to change the way that you work. And the second feature is Claude Cowork. It's already a desktop app and it lives on your computer. And the most important difference from chat is that it can actually see your files. It can open them, edit them, and save new ones. You can give it a task and it goes and does that task. Now, I want to make something super clear here on something that you're probably already thinking about, and that is security. I know how it feels. It was a bit cringy for me as well to give Claude Cowork access to all of my files, but using AI safely is one of the biggest things I talk about, and especially with beginners that I train who are using AI. So with Cowork, you have the ability to choose what folders and files you give Claude permission to access and edit. So the golden rule here is always to only give access on files and folders that you actually need help with. So here's a real example. I had months of random files piled up in my downloads folder and on my desktop. Let me know if you can relate. Feeling super guilty here. Let's be honest, organizing my desktop and downloads folder is not my idea of fun. So these could be like screenshots, PDFs, documents, things I saved that never sorted out. It was one of those things that I kept meaning to deal with, but never did. Just like any responsible grown-up human should do, right? I essentially gave Cowork access and asked it to sort everything out for me. Within a few minutes, it had organized the whole thing into a clean folders. All done. And I think almost everyone watching this has probably that same pile somewhere in their computer. So why not give it a try and see how it works out for you? And you can also set up scheduled tasks within Cowork, like a daily email summary of what is in your inbox, and also the most important ones that you need to reply to. And even with a suggested draft already written for you, so you can just check and send. If you ever thought, I wish AI could just do that for me instead of telling me how to do it, Cowork really is your answer to that. So Claude Cowork is best for anything that involves real tasks, real files, where Claude needs to actually touch your computer, and automations that you normally have to do yourself. Number 3 is Dispatch, and this one is newer, but also one of the most underrated features that Claude shipped, so most people haven't really come across it yet. And I'll tell you why I love it so much. Dispatch, it lets you assign a task to Claude from your phone. And then Claude does all the work on your desktop at home or in your office and sends you back the finished result. The key thing is that you have to keep your desktop on and you have to pair your Claude app on the phone to Dispatch to the Dispatch tab on your computer. So you could be on the way to the commute or walking the dog, type out a task on your phone, and then come home to find it all done. For me, I think what makes it useful is that it's one of the most continuous conversation from your computer to your phone and back. You can start something on the go, follow up on your computer when you sit down, and it's the same thread of thinking conversation, so you don't actually lose track. And you don't need to start over or re-explain any context, which for me as a busy working parent, it's been such a lifesaver to use all of that waiting time on the commute to get things done so I can spend more time with my family when I get back. And number 4 is Claude Design. And this one is for anyone who has ever had a clear idea in their head and no easy way to make it look good. I can't design for my life, and I was so grateful when this tool came out. So design, it lets you create visual content, things like social media posts, slides, one-pagers, or any other design assets without needing a design background or a separate tool. So you can describe what you want and then it builds it. And for professionals and entrepreneurs who are producing content or building a brand, this really closes that gap that used to require either learning design software or hiring someone else to do it. So you can now share your existing website and brand guidelines, and then Claude Design will create your customized look and feel that is consistent across anything that it creates. And if you're finding this useful so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you get more useful videos like these going forward. There are a few more I want to show you, so let's keep going. And number 5 is Claude Code. So think of this as your team of developers and a tool for building real applications. It runs in your terminal or in the desktop app, and it writes code, it tests it, finds bugs, and gives you a working output. So my favorite pro tip is to run Claude Code in Visual Studio, which is completely free to download. And you can find the link to download it below. And one of the biggest things holding non-technical people back from AI right now is the belief that they're not technical enough to build anything. And Claude Code, it removes that hurdle for people like you and me. You don't need to know how to code to use it. You just need to know what you want to create. So all your lived experiences and tastes and ideas, and judging from a good idea to a bad one. And that barrier between having an idea and having a working product is smaller than it ever has been. And that opens up a whole different category of opportunities that only used to belong to developers. So now you got the potential to launch something new into the world, or just create your own custom tools for work that you need to, like a dashboard, and turn any ideas that you have into an actual working application with the help of Claude Code. Now, the last two that I want to share with you are different. So these aren't standalone ways to use Claude. They make everything else even more powerful. And number 6 is plugins. So think of these as an app store for Claude. A plugin is a pre-built connector that you install into Claude, and it gives Claude a new superpower it didn't have before. So install a Gmail plugin, and Claude can help you draft emails and then summarize the most important ones in your inbox. If you install a calendar plugin, then you can see your schedule. You're now able to allow Claude to talk to any of the tools that you're already using. But again, my caveat here is that you only want to give access to the ones that you need Claude to use. Plugins work inside Cowork, which specifically means that they extend to what those tools can do without you having to set anything up from scratch. Number 7 is skills. And this one will really power up Claude to do even more for you. A skill is essentially a folder with instructions in it. That's pretty much it. So it's a set of step-by-step directions that teaches Claude exactly how to do one specific job, the way that you want it done. And every time that job or that task comes up, Claude can read those instructions and then just follow them to the T. You set it up once and it works from that point forward across Chat, Cowork, and Code. And now you can install skills that other people have already built, and those are really useful. But here's what I actually think where this is going. And the real advantage in the future isn't going to come from those using the same pre-built tools as everyone else. Really, that specific unfair advantage, it comes from the skills that you built yourself based on your own experience and what you know, your own way of working and your own creativity, the way that you do something. And that's what nobody else can replicate. So your personalized library of skills built around how you think and what you know. And that, I really think, is genuinely how you will stand out. So here's a full Claude stack. Chat for thinking, writing, drawing out your best ideas. Cowork for getting actual tasks done on your computer. Dispatch for handling out work when you're away from your desk. And then Design for creating visual content. Code for building real applications. And then plugins to connect Claude to the tools you already use. And skills to teach Claude how you want things done. You don't need to master all 7 of these today, so don't feel overwhelmed by this video. But you just need to pick up the one that matches where you are right now. And if you're new, just start with Chat and get really comfortable with it. If you've been using Chat for a while and you want Claude to actually do things for you, try Cowork, which should cover about 75 to 80% of your work if you're a non-technical professional. If you want to build something, go to Code, and I'll do a separate video on Claude Code for non-techies, which is coming soon in this AI learning series on the channel. And which feature will you try next? Let me know how you get on in the comments below. If you found this helpful, you might also enjoy this video here about how to use AI to get ahead in your work and career. I'm Laurie, thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.